So as I sit here and calm myself, catching my breath, just a micro meditation of sorts, my brain is thinking all the time, and I understand this one thing really, really well from so many different angles. And, you know, a wormhole is also known, it also resembles a finger trap. A finger trap physically operates in a manner that is counterintuitive. Okay, it's if you can't get in through the front door, go in through the back. If no's not an option and you're going in, find another way. Okay, it is concerning how everything is everything, pretty much everything, if you break down and you actually think about it down to its point of origin of whatever, everything that is not a distraction, it comes back down to right if you do, right if you don't. It comes back to this thing I'm dubbing a catch 33. And yeah, I'm looking back at highly effective tactics throughout history to jumpstart, because there was that joke about the kids are at an astronaut museum or something. They're talking to the astronaut, and there's that one kid that's always got that weird question, right? And he's like, "All right, the ship's about to blow. You've got 10 seconds. What do you do?" And the astronaut says, "I think for 9, I act for 1." Well, evolutionarily speaking, we're kind of down to that 1 second, and it's time for good guys to pull right out in the end, you know? The meek shall inherit the earth only if there's an earth left to inherit, And I am not saying transgress. I do not support transgression in any way, shape, or form. We can, however, stop permitting transgression, stop enabling transgression, and stop supporting transgression. Much like terrorism, if you cut off that which feeds it, it will starve to death. Okay? But guess what, guys? Asymmetrical ideological warfare. Try a little harder. Colder, colder, colder. Okay? And you see, again, the catch 33 persists, right if you do, right if you don't, because you can't unthink a thought. Because once I've been spread such understanding, because it resonates, such understanding spreads like a virus. I mean, think the Matrix, and then consider right at the last minute, bam, there was an antivirus. Whoa. I mean, it's hearts and minds. It's influence. It is either making or helping people to do things that which they otherwise may not do. Now as far as the making part, well, if you did the action and you got caught with your own injury, your inadequacy is not my fault. Okay? Good luck with that. But is the rest of it, it's a win-win, because when win-wins work together, a really big win, 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 win. I mean, and the thing is that as the magician that's giving away all the secrets with which the masses are being mindlessly manipulated 24/7, by giving away these secrets and by sharing education, you've been infected with the antivirus of wisdom. Because a little knowledge is a dangerous thing. A little wisdom is always wise. You know, I mean, it's just, you know, when Frogger fails to look before he leaps, his ass gets smashed. You know, and how many lives you've got left, i.e., how many times you get smacked and smashed and thumped and bam, bam, whatever. Because you know when God's thumping you. And if you don't, you need to quiet yourself and listen. Oh my gosh, we have a catch 33. So if you quiet yourself and listen, worst case scenario, you lower your heart rate, you minimize stress, you blah blah blah, you really good things. Or that's worst case scenario. Or best case scenario, maybe you reconnect with your purpose. You know, you literally have nothing to lose. But maybe like a couple of minutes a day to just clear your mind. I don't know, whatever. I mean, however you choose to, then that's your choice, and you can't really blame somebody else for your choice. You see how these cyclically kind of run back into each other? Because instead of a negative feedback loop, this is creating a positive feedback loop. Because every action has an equal opposite in reaction. Because, yeah, karma's a bitch. So, bitches, you know, I mean, just listen to yourself. What resonates in you? Whatever flavor of the Creator you identify with. Ask if you're asking the right question. You know, and there we loop back around to a little bit of Zen, because the answers are always within us. The answers are always within us. We're just distracted asking all the wrong questions. The devil's greatest trick was making mankind to doubt if it ever even existed. You know, I mean, and then we get sucked down even deeper into all of our labels and all of our judgments, and you know, I've kind of been questioning my sexuality. I've questioned everything about who I am and what it means to be me and why I'm that way and blah blah blah. I have had the opportunity to rebuild my personality from scratch. I have all of the memories from the life I had before. But it's like I get to pick and choose that which I feel, that which I connect with, that which I empower. The knowledge is always with me because I remember. But now I have the freedom to look within myself and choose to hear the wisdom that I feel. And it is my responsibility to do everything in my power to bring what I feel into what I can see and what I can touch. Because that was my mission. My mission for being kept alive was to believe that I deserved a better life. And for me to believe I deserve, then I must lead my brothers. I'm thinking of you right now, Birdie. I already am, Birdie. I already am. I have to leave my brothers to that which through that which I have always done best. But no matter a nunnery in Nepal, no matter high, no matter low, I could not let go of the pain enough to feel the compassion and to take what I know as weapons and to use them to fight for peace. I have had to let go because I had a choice. I had a choice of what I brought with me into this life. And please do not be mistaken by either the overcompensating angry or the overly compassionate lover. Do not think that this has been easy for me. I need to hand this mission off. Please. If you have ever worn a uniform, fall in. Because it's in your blood and we need you. I need you. My own lover murdered me because he asked for help for a decade. And then in his inability, he failed me. But he did his best. And he has to carry that burden. It's not mine. And hopefully he will learn to let it go. Learn from it and let it go. Because even from the moment I woke from my coma, I refused. I stood by the uniform. I refused to let them send him to life in prison in a foreign country when his own country had failed him. And by default failed me. For over a decade. He is not the problem. I am not the problem. If he and I were the problem, this would at least be uncommon. It's not. The uncommon thing is that I lived. The uncommon thing is that I refuse to be held down by what happens to me. And the uncommon thing is my stubborn, bitch-ass insistence of taking shit and making mud pies. You know, no is not an option. I don't even know what to say. I gotta blow my nose. Boys, please. I want to go home. I want to take a rest. I can't carry this anymore. Please help me. Help me help our boys. Please. I can't do it. I can't do it anymore. The soldier's tired. I'm broken. I'm weak. Please take this burden